So today is a whole year since we found out about what happened to Yamin. Um, for those of you who live in Maldives and who would see him frequently or talk to him frequently, I'm sure you felt his loss immediately. But for his friends in Bangalore and elsewhere, it was this strange feeling that okay, I would not see him that frequently, right? Like I would see him maybe once a year or maybe once in a year and a half, and that was normal for me. And for him to suddenly just stop communicating, it took some time to come to that stage where I realized that I was not going to hear from him anymore. And it still feels unreal and it still feels like it can't be true. And it's a struggle, but he's missed every day, and I want to elaborate on why he's missed and why we care so much for him. Let me tell you a story about this one time that Yameen and I were supposed to meet for dinner, and he was running late, and an hour turned into 2 hours, and of course he told me that he was late, and he guessed, and rightly so, that I was going to be upset. So finally, 2 hours later, there's a knock on my door, and I open the door, and there's Yameen carrying a huge bouquet of flowers, and I don't even know where he found yellow lilies in Bangalore, but he did. And that is who he was. He was always thinking of others, their feelings. He was so considerate, so giving, so kind. I honestly haven't met anybody as large-hearted as he was. I'm not saying he was a saint, but he was my friend, and he was one of the best people that I've ever known. He was so young, and some of his ideas were beyond comprehension for me. But he was just ahead of us, that's how I like to think of it, that he was just so smart and so much more nuanced a thinker than most of us. Just a really happy kid, I first met him when he first came to Bangalore. I think he was like 17 years old. And I remember this tall, skinny kid who was really shy and barely spoke. And then he became active in various clubs and things, and it was like seeing somebody grow up in front of your eyes. I don't know what can help, because he's gone and it's a void that can never be filled, and I just miss him so much every day. The only thing I want to say is that justice needs to be served. It needs to come down hard on people who instructed this, who were the masterminds behind this. I think everybody knows who it is. And about the trial that's going on right now, what do you think you are doing? We all know what's happening. What are you trying to hide? You think that by hiding the trial, you are not going to be brought to justice like every other wild dictator in the history of this civilized world. You will be, and your time will come. I just want to say, open the trial. let's see what's happening. We want to know.